afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to that exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host and pro Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to our riveting 2 versus 2 on Poltava. In the north it is Fireterror and Olvadi fighting for King Country, the Commonwealth. The British Army taking on the role here of the Guards Armour Division with Commandos, Tactical Support, Royal Engineers, Tactical Support, Royal Artillery, and Royal Engineers with mostly infantry, a bit of Commando, University Care Bulletin. And the side is Theodosios and Aniketos fighting here for the German Army, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the Elite Panzerdivision here with German Infantry, mainly chosen here by Theodosios with 251-1 half tracks, or 250-1 half tracks. Veteran squad leaders, Stormtroopers, Assault and Hold, and fragment change bombs with Panzerfaust on mine and machine guns. And we got Aniketos here with Overwatch. Aniketos, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. With Overwatch, Special Operations and Elite Armored with Infantry and King Tiger Bulletins. We got a triple section start there for Olvadi, triple section start there for Fireterror. Gonna leave you for truth after Theodosios. Aniketos with double force Commandos. In the west side here, we got here Theodosios making swiftly for the western fuel point. Section up here aggressively as well on both sides. They're perhaps not quite as aggressively here, but at least looking to scour buildings of any possible German presence there. Thorough work by Olvadi so far. And Fireterror, of course, focusing hard east. More Commandos on the way to Theodosios. Aniketos probably going to go for more full Commandos as soon as he can. Section moving up against the Sturmpionierer. First shots fired here. Full caught here by the centre big point. Just as they're done, finish the sandbags, but a bit lucky there for Aniketos. Northeast jump pass with the section could probably pop out there. Full could all support here, gaining the upper hand over the section. So far, west-east focus here. Theodosios may want to get a bit faster with support. Aniketos at least trying to flank, and then again it's going to be difficult to deal with them in the buildings as they're quite strong there. But at the same time, we see the Aniketos falling back, maybe hoping to bait them out to the open ground then where Theodosios could take advantage of it. Fourth section with the Olvadi. Fireterror, they're yet to go for anything else. Fulls there under fire here. Sturmpionierer is chatting in the second now. They're double sections. They're both in cover. The Sturmpionierer can be easily focused down here by the sections. It'll be a bit difficult there for Aniketos to do match. Section moving up here. I believe we got both a section up there, in fact, for Fireterror. And then he goes for another section. Olvadi there, main fact, now go for the bolster section upgrade. So they're slightly reversing the order there. Second 2 holding up, then moving up in the centre there. Theodosios so far very slowly approaching. He obviously doesn't gain much training charging into the Brits. So he might be hoping more for the Brits to make a mistake on opening, leaving himself open, at which point he can then sort of move into that gap and explode it versus the British. But so far looking to move support to Aniketos, realising that Aniketos cannot hold out against the British, both getting up in by now, and so it tends to be a bit typical of the map here, where this side tends to be the heavy focus of one side or the other. Truck out there for Aniketos. Theodosios there with Trouble Grenades 1M42. We'll have to see what he goes for next. No sign of tech yet. Both British players are now taking up there after the bolster upgrade. 4 sections all bolstered. No sun doctrine yet. Got a section up for the flanking the full grenades and easily doing a ton of damage to them. Quickly dropping models as if though they're made out of butter. Up here, section under fire from them. U42 behind here. Grenadiers holding up as well there. More grenadiers for Theodosios. Signing with German Infantry. Having a lot of grenadier squads can be a pretty good idea there, so they can take advantage of the veteran squad leaders. Air firing there. Folks, doing passing out there for Aniketos. Shots fired. Almost getting a unit wiped. There's section going up there with the pyrotechnics plasma to toss smoke and other fun stuff. Section in the centre here. Pioneers sneaking up there. No flamethrowers yet there for Theodosios, but mostly because they aren't in territory, so you can't upgrade them with them. East side, you've got British moving up here aggressively against Aniketos' right flank. Push back in the centre here. Heavy machine fire on the building there. Grenadiers doing what they can, pushing up aggressively here, right side. Not a lot of machine guns here. Aniketos having none as of yet, and Theodosios with only one. And that one basically here can't stop the assault guard here. Massive force of infantry there from Fireterror. Got a 5th section away for him. Olvadi has got to take up nothing further out of that one yet. So that's going to be pretty heavy into build there for Fireterror. More machine would be great. There we go. Artillery called in here on the German positions, forcing Theodosios to have 3 position everything. West side is wide open with the British just focusing on the area here. And they're probably going to try and snowball towards Theodosios if that goal is achieved there. Grenadiers looking at the building there, at least denying it to the British, but the question against these numbers, how long will they be able to hold? North here, Fulton against a section there. 5th one almost done. Olvadi is yet to commit to anything further. Looks like we're seeing some upgrades in there. The AC Mark III being requisitioned. Bit of pressing out Pioneers for a section. Routed easily. Grenades also falling out there. Possibly worried about grenades. Just realising that There's all these sections. The Grenadiers on the side of the building will only be able to last so long. More Grenadiers out. Holy smokes, it's coming into a 5 Grenadier build here. That is rather incredible there from Theodosios. That is a bold counter move there. Going to be quite expensive, of course. 5 veteran squad Grenadiers might just have a small chance of all the British. Section they're being blasted out. Section rolling up here, low on health. Section they're suppressed by enemy force in the centre. Medic bunker going up there, I imagine, for Theodosios anytime soon. Also, if we get a bit closer there towards the veteran squad upgrade. Again, I imagine is pretty much just Theodosios' main goal. It's just to get to those veteran squad leaders as fast as soon as possible, trying to begin hitting back with his own 5-man Grenadiers. Up here, jump past the section, hopefully controlling up the building here as well. Flak after on the Aniketos, they'll deal with all the British infantry. Though, of course, Olvadi's AC Mark III is going to be quite a threat there to that one as well. He's going to need anti-tank weapons, and Theodosios won't be able to spawn anytime soon either. So he's going to have to go for some more Kedden efforts, I suppose. Go for Panther section, the jump past. Going to open the section on its own. Furious, intense fighting here. AC Mark III on the way for Olvadi and the British Army. The Guards armoured. Meanwhile, here in the Storm Punch can hold up. And we got the first British doctrine. It is Commando Regiment with Commando Blood Insertion, Smoke Raid Operations, Assault, Mortar Cover, and Air Supremacy Operation. Then assault against the advancing section. Pioneers, more gunners moving up here. Veteran squad leaders are starting to arrive there to Theodosios' beleaguered frontline Grenadiers, who definitely more than anything need a steady, experienced hand to guard them against the Tommies, the Insular. And there you go. First squad upgraded. Increasing the firepower, bit of durability, and of course, once fully reinforced, also gives them a 5th member. That's going to be a significant help there for the Grenadiers against all these sections. There you go. 2 veteran Grenadiers now here. AC that has arrived for Olvadi in the east, Aniketos, and fine taken to find out. We got the flak half check there ready. We'll have to see when he goes for the Kednev, what he goes for. Big push against the second artillery called in here to try and make it hard for the Germans to defend, at least force them to rush towards them. There you go. And if he wants them to rush towards his men and shoot them to bits, successfully achieved mission there. Olvadi there was AC there opening up the Grenadiers. Grenadiers trying to close in, but oh, they're going to retreat, and they might be retreating right through the artillery strike here. There's a good chance they might actually lose a unit here too, maybe in a full wipe. That would be quite painful for Theodosios, to put it mildly, but there you go. Shots are flying bit off mark there, much to imagine the relief there of Theodosios. Grenadiers 74 to move up. He falls secure in the centre here. British have lost a bit of momentum, at least for now. We got sappers out there for Olvadi, and we got Fireterror with an AC Mark III of his own. Theodosios, I suspect, will have to consider rushing out some armour fast, and for Aniketos, that's also going to be a priority. Heading out on the way to find Aniketos and the Oberkommando West. Olvadi there, and Aniketos by the end of the document. Grenades now here is making things further difficult here for the Germans, in particular for Theodosios. So again, this is also where having veteran squadrons without a bunch, 5-man, are less vulnerable to grenade than 4-man. Of course, they can still get wiped all the way. Don't work there. Oh, first, only now taking going to the light tank mechanized company. Probably again because his focus on hard on the veteran Grenadiers has been a bit delayed still. So far, just laying it in heavy here versus the British. Pack 40 will likely amount the next demands up there from Aniketos. Thumbs up there, trying to fight for the eastern fuel point, the western fuel point there. East side there, overwhelmed by a easy large number of British infantry, which the Fulton Grenadiers on their own simply cannot hope to match. Flak after they're taking into the AC Mark III. West side is being swarmed. We've got Grenadiers counterattacking here with G-45s and, of course, veteran experienced leaders. Sappers out in the open, going to be easy target here, easy prey. Of course, they could get flanked by a section with a grenade if he's not cautious. And the centre here, finding as well there. Heavy house-to-house fighting between the Germans and the British. Sappers out as well there for Fireterror. Almost similar build order so far. Olvadi's just one section short compared to Fire and Terror. Pack 40 in the way for Theodosios as expected. Aniketos Kednev is out. He could also benefit from a machine gun or 2, or maybe just more Kednev, as AC trying to catch the flak half attack with the damaged engine. It's going to have a very hard time catching it now, and he might in fact just get shot to bits. There we go, Olvadi charging his men and trying to save the AC Mark III here from the hands of those dastardly, fiendish German Huns. AC down there, small win there for the German army. Olvadi looks a bit weaker here now. Like Kednev cleared out, he's going to likely make a run for it, steal it, turn against the Krauts. Up north here, Grenadiers flanking the section, doing some good damage here for the fatherland. Triple veteran Grenadiers, seeing only 2 squads now up with it. Like Kednev being napped, but cleared out. Couldn't quite get close enough for there. Folkers Grenadiers moving in there, flak after moving up. East side there being a bit harassed there by Theodosios. He's actually got a lot of units all over the place. Certainly a lot to manage there for him, to be honest. And so only 5 Grenadier squads is, well, a lot to manage. Back here, nothing further going on for him. We got there another full support on the way for Aniketos, who suffered some heavier losses as well himself. There you go, second doctrine chosen for the British. It is Royal Artillery with early warning, the concentration barrage, command detachment Valentine, artillery group support group Sexton, and perimeter Overwatch. Steering parts of the sappers here. So far, the British are forced to reorganize, push ahead again. We got Trump for Aniketos, like the Schwer Panzer headquarters. Theodosios could be taken up himself, but so far has yet to reveal his hand in that department. A lot of action though. British, of course, going to probably try and swing hard again. We got mortar placement up. It's going to make it harder for the Germans to defend around the centre, as the mortar placement can bombard any position. That's going to make things a lot more comfortable for them. Of course, support the massive, vast chunks of British infantry going to be flung at them, and make them, of course, much harder to stop and slow down. Mine here though. Ooh, and there we go. We got assault here for Fireterror. We got assault. Flank and half track though. Flank half track, not flank and half track. Opens up this party, stopping it, but still pushing ahead here. AC they're also forced to fall back a bit. Interesting. Oh, there we go. More troops around one time to wonder where the rest were. Seemed a bit like a weird extra assault then. There we go. Valentine tank out of Olvadi. Artillery fire raining down as well. We got just hammering a position. A brutally executed British assault there. Machine gun cleared out. Theodosios is well unable to save them. Assault continues here. Falcon is being shredded out in the open. It's a brutal sledgehammer assault from Winston Churchill himself. Just everything's falling apart. The Germans forced to concede the eastern ground as the British just shatter it like a Fabergé egg. These are the sections moving up here for the centre. We got troops being held up to try and stop this, but the British Sledgehammer is just trying its way through. Plus, we got the Valentine tank out here as a fast tank option here to further make it difficult for the Germans to stop them. Plus, that one can chuck smoke screens into any sort of blocking element there if necessary. Is holding up here, troops being suppressed. Peck gets a good hit on the Valentine tank there. We got the AC from Fireterror moving up. No further tech there from the British. Support McCop from Theodosios and the German army. Will it be a Stug? Will it be an Ostwind? Will it be the good old Panzer IV? Also, a bit of movement on the west side. There's the Germans are forced to deal with the main assault here from Fireterror, leaving their flanks exposed there. And of course, they have to do all this fighting with the mortar emplacement raining down death on the positions while they're making the task further complicated here for Theodosios and Aniketos. Oh, the Panzer Division. Unfortunately, they've been caught right here by the British horde. Further mortar fire raining down. Squirrels screaming in agony as shrapnel goes off amongst them. Section is going to need his section moving up as well. More artillery called in here by Olvadi. He's just chucking at the Germans. So their nightly orders of British nobility. Need to achieve the Commandos here. Pioneers on the way there for Theodosios. Almost got a wipe there. Could go for Stug. Again, might be setting up for the Panzer IV here on Ostwind. We'll have to see what Theodosios go for. Aniketos' Schwerpanzer quarters is set up here. Oh, there we go. Theodosios commits the might of the Sturmgeschütz Ausführung, knowing it's now or never. We'll need something serious, robust, sexy to stop the British armoured vehicles, and also a bit the infantry. Second moving straight to flank half track, taking heavy damage. Fulton's moving ahead here. Another assault with Fireterror as once more he spikes that T with a bit of extra goodness. In the west here we got Commandos there versus the Valentine tank. Slightly hits. Does some damage, but 19 damage. Taking up behind the Commandos, hoping to do some damage. Instead they might even take more damage. Valentine gets a good hit here. In the centre, Aniketos remains in the fence here versus Fireterror's ruthless, brutal assaults. Aniketos there with Obersoldaten out. They bring up some more elite infantry. Panthers and AC Mark III doing some damage there. Stug ready there for Theodosios and for Deutschland. In the centre, the final team's AC there. Salves the damage and as another Panzerfaust pierces the hull, setting off the tea kettle, damaging the engine as hot, scalding tea pours into it. Stug charging in there for Theodosios. Should add a pin-up machine for a bit of extra added anti-infantry. Could help us all these Tommies, these Inselaffen. I'd also try and move up the right flank here a bit for Aniketos. In fact, the good flank they could possibly take out the mortar emplacement. All the way, Banter tank all looking to escape here, still regaining the western fuel in the centre. Aniketos also pushing forward here, backing up some elements from Theodosios as well. Mortar emplacement there with 2 kills of X-21. Until once more being unleashed here by Olvadi. This time on the fuel point. Airburst shells and high explosive shells just exploding. Cromwell on the way there for Fireterror. Olvadi has also taken up. We'll have to see goes for. Is he planning hammer tactics, maybe anvil? So far, no sign of either. We got 448 versus 404. Section thing up here. Artillery fire raining down all over the place. Good hit there on the mortar emplacement. Lance down there firing away. Section moving ahead. Section moving towards the centre. All of a sudden moving up, we got the flak after moving there. Artillery fire raining down. 9 kills, close to 22. We got there the assault leg again, once more being unleashed for this time. Most likely most used defensively here to try and slow down the German attackers, as most of the infantry is not ready. Though, of course, with assault they also do move faster, so it might be to help just get into the front line faster. German assault continues. Right head on again. I feel like a bit of flanking element to maybe take out the mortar placement to help. Then again, he might be using the light gun to deal with that particular effect, using the assault maybe as a diversion. Drawing away attention from the light infantry gun, though that may not quite panning out. There you go, crumbling ahead. The light gun about to get cleared out. Stupi charged into from the west towards the east here to deal with the armour here from Fireterror and Olvadi. AC moving up as well there. Large clashes here. Like good hit in the Cromwell. Theodosios here got a bit of manpower floating about. Stupi moving up, taking a few hits here. 6-pounder gun in the flank, causing a problem there for Theodosios' Sturmgeschütz. So we got the gunners moving in there, could pop an assault and hold here to launch its own little assault, then help clear up the British swiftly. Feels like at the same time though, the assault is here for Aniketos forced to break off entirely. Pack gets got in the AC Mark III. Could get Panterfaust in, there you go. Might be the end of them. AC in, there you go. Kaputt. Britischer Panzerspeerwagen zerstört. Sturmgeschütz there in die, need repairs. Could still also benefit from the pinlight machine gun here. The horde continues. We got another Suke for Theodosios, trusting in the power of the Sturmgeschütz. Then this was the section. Was the section until running up here. Flak hafting him too. Aniketos, by the way, the only player without a doctrine power now. Still hasn't chosen any. Slowly approaching the 20-minute mark. Option for the centre, taking air fire from the A's of the Bamtan tank. That's not an AC, not in a million years. Cromwell falling back here, 1 kill. Morton 4 kills, halfway to 23. Section wiped out. Cash is piling up for the British. And we got here Olvadi calling artillery of his own. Well, more artillery. Sexton self-propelled artillery piece this time around, so that's going to hurt the Germans a bit more. No sign, I think, of hammer or anvil tactics from either side yet. We'll obviously they go for Churchills or Comets, or if they go for them at all. But they could benefit from them. I came to the hammering away the AC Mark III, 88mm rockets punching through the armour. We got 441 versus 390. Full squad, they're routed as the sheer weight of British martial powers pushes through the centre. Shoot them moving about, so that's 2 Stoops now here for Theodosios. The double Sturmgeschütz. Double the Stug, double the glory. 6-pounder gun gets on the flag calf attack. Right hand side we got some light movement, but still nothing to take out the flag calf or the emplacement there. So he is slowly trying to snuff it out. Munitions cache up there as well, by the way, for Olvadi. Helps, of course, check out more artillery. Also gives Fireterror more uses for assault, and for that, mortar code becomes necessary. Almost got the mortar collection. Fireterror's not paying attention, giving actually, I think, Aniketos a chance to knock it out unless he gets cleared up with the section first. West side here, we've got Theodosios going for the assault. No assault and hold, to back it up. I think that'd be a great idea. Then again, everything up for the fragmentation bomb. Artillery called in to try and break it up, but Theodosios already ahead of the artillery strike here. Stuk's not backing up in the centre there. Also a bit of movement here. Stuk slowly advancing. Just a large scale assault here going for the anti-tank guns. Could also take out the Valentine, at least Panterfaust it. There we go. Anti-tank cleared out, there you go. Breaks off the rest of the assault then. Missed opportunity possibly here by Theodosios, but even a bit better here now. Those troops are finding up. We got Blenkoff, we got Tilly called in the line for gun. We're just wanting to silence that one and maybe preserve the mortar placement. Just so much action. So much brutality. We got Aniketos here with a Panda 4. His infantry are still suffering, and overall Aniketos definitely having the rougher time of the two here for Theodosios and Aniketos. Artillery fire slightly hitting the mortar placement, but the light infantry gun, but not enough. Flak after moving up, Stuk moving up. Is Theodosios planning something further in his base? 9. He will still benefit from pinlight machines with the Stuk to deal with infantry. Very handy upgrade for sure. Artillery raining down here. Sexton not good to go again, and we got here anvil tactics for Olvadi. Fireterror meanwhile has yet to reveal his hand in that department, so we should probably expect Churchill taking stuff from Olvadi. So much artillery in there. Go Firefly for Fireterror. No attempted comets. Lines gone cleared out again. Really wants that mortal placement there, but obviously Fireterror has no intention of letting that happen. Again, force reposition. We've got, looks like here, another assault here from Theodosios on the left flank, possibly. Grenades lining up, but backing off, backing off. Perhaps the enemy misses something there before moving in. Also got the fragmentation bomb ready. Flak half track, good to go once more. British lining up here in the centre, possibly another assault, possibly getting ready to receive a German assault, though they may want to lay down some sandbags or trenches to do that a bit more efficiently. I'll attempt to attack from the right flank here. Not deep flank down there, go till calling by Olvadi here on the German position. Might have been an assault there, then being prepared. At the same time, Theodosios is launching a counter assault up the left side here with almost all of his infantry. Those troops to back up, but they have reserved here to quick rush into with any armour. East side here till he's raining down death on Aniketos' assault or counterattack. We got assault and hold death for Theodosios. Great stuff there. Big push, they're going to take losses. You get the troops up to help deal with the AC. Of Valentine tank could panther faster. There we go. Stu charging ahead. Valentine tank damage. Section being cleared up, but the Gunneries pushing it. The course clear out the entertain gun. Nice push by Theodosios. Great use of that assault and hold. Great use. Completely leaving Olvadi there. Utterly flabbergasted. Lack of machine guns means they're going to use now when they're charging out on their own. Connected to do some significant damage here. Anti-tank cleared out. Stuk moving ahead. Fat both Stuks going ahead. Cromwell almost down. One more volley there from the double Stuks. Could leave Fireterror without any medium armor. And there we go. Cromwell almost went down, but it does survive. There's one shot. Slightly misses the mark there. Could try and clear out the 10 there. You go. Almost got it. Almost got it. There you go. Sappers just narrowly crewed. You got flak after him up there. Firefly on the right flank engaging there. The Panther former taken out there. Anti-tank gun down, a minor blow there to the British Army. That was a great push there by Theodosios and Aniketos working together in unison. Banham Grenade on the mortar placement. Nothing further going. There we go. We got a third Stug for Theodosios. Triple Stug. The move of true pros. In particular, that remember to upgrade with light machine guns, Theodosios. Wink, wink. Well, that's definitely going to give British armour a bit of a hard time. Mines down here, very good there. Gunners reinforcing healing for Theodosios and for Deutschland. Section moving up there. Double mortar and plate for Fireterror. It's even more British mortify. It's even more misery, pain, and stale tea with biscuits that are also stale. Smell of old people. Stu came back. There's still some of the machine guns there. Bit of a shame there with Theodosios. I mean, triple Stug with light machine guns would actually be a lot of firepower against infantry, actually. Either way, triple Stug. Sort of stuff that keeps British army planners awake at night. And there's blunt cover there at the section. Good work there by Aniketos. He still hasn't chosen a doctrine, though. I mean, it's starting to look a bit weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, the watch. Interesting pick there. Guessing it's the Party's plan to go for a bit of artillery zone against the Tommies. Looks like we got a line up here from the assault on the west side. Stuks empty movement up the east side. The Aniketos in the zone here as Theodosios, of course, has to fight. There he goes, straight into a mine. Run for the Kevin. Another Kevin is retreating. Got a fragmentation bomb off here, though. Possibly on the Firefly. There you go. The Luftwaffe strikes. Screaming through the skies to Stuka strikes. Unleashing its payload of fragmentation bombs. Almost taking out the Firefly, but it survived slightly. The crew has suffered a severe concussion and aren't quite feeling very happy about it. So there you go. Panther shoots. Misses the Firefly. Oh, bother. Panther continues to shoot. Shot bounces. Hey, some really bad luck there for Aniketos. Shot bounce from the Cromwell, though. Can he get the Fireflies? Shot bounces for the third time in a row. And then the Panther 4 goes down. That is going to be feeling incredibly better there for Aniketos. Yes. The ellipses of sadness and emptiness after his Panther 4 failed to knock out an almost dead Firefly. That feels bad. Again, Stuks in the machine will be up right. Nice versus the infantry. Still he's pushing it, taking advantage of the folks on the right flank there around the Firefly, making a good push there. Assault and hold will be a good pick again, of course, here for him. But it seems like he's not assaulting and holding. We got for the fatherland here from Aniketos, which doesn't quite work in the same way. There's them that's attacking, not the British that's attacking them. Fourth Stug for Theodosios. He has found true enlightenment. He has reached tactical nirvana and is going for quadruple Stoogs. But not even angels there tread. Stoogs moving out there. That is definitely going to give British armour a really bad time. And again, he watch out with machine guns. But actually be a bit tougher than infantry as well, since, I mean, a machine gun Stug is basically just the Grenadiers light machine gun, but cheaper with a bit more range. So having 4 of those to back up all the other Grenadiers would be, you know, a significant amount of firepower. Churchill tank on the way there for Olvadi. And Terror has still not gone for anything there. Duke charging forwards here, engaging British Army. Armour, not British Armour, but technically it's British Artillery called in this Duke moving ahead though. Artillery raining down death there from on high against the German positions. Trying to shoot here at the mortar emplacement. Orbs on there with Veterancy 2, close to Veterancy 3 there. Sturmgeschütz there. Oh, anti-tank actually hard to work there, it's not the Stug. Far from against Ray going to all of the anti-tank weapons, and the Stug gets knocked out. A notable blow there to Fire and Terror. Artillery continues to rain down here against the Germans. I think the British need to consider their battle tactics, because right now they're just charging their armour to die at the, you know, guns of the Stugs. Which, while I'm sure is something Theodosios absolutely loves to see happen, is not really something I imagine Winston Churchill wants to read in the newspapers about. Oh wait, Churchill tank out there. Will this be able to push through the might of the Sturmgeschütz? 1 kill there, Veterans 1. Still on machine guns there for Theodosios. Panther on the way there for Aniketos, plus another truck. That's going to be the mechanized regiment. Stooks moving about there, need them repaired, obviously. We got 4 and 5 of 3 and 6. Still not really a lot of action on the flank here, for that matter. On the west side, it's very much into sort of a meat grind. The centre could definitely improve, work some improvements, and then another assault and hold here from Fire and Tank, getting ready for another push against the British. Sturmgeschütz charging forward, sections being shredded out in the open by the Grenadiers. No mercy shown in this contest of wills, violence, and brutality. Package 2 there, both bounces off the Churchill's front armour. A bit of bad luck there for Theodosios, great luck though for Olvadi, as I imagine he prefers his tanks not blowing up. Another firefly out there for Fire and Terror for the fatherland. Second charging the Grenadiers again, assault and hold, just shredding them. There's just casualties piling up. Stug shoots and bounces again. Pack bounces as well. Stug finally gets penetrating this Churchill tank. Section wiped out. Olvadi's trying to beat out. They need to be careful about that. Need to be a bit careful. Stug misses there. Artillery raining down here on the right flank against Aniketos. Both sides starting to run a bit. British players, they starting to run a bit. Infantry while against Theodosios has 5 veteran squads, and Aniketos has a few full and steel parties. Oh, heavy damage there. Bantam tank knocked out. Firefly moving up here, just into a wall of artillery, anti-tank gun, and Stug. Firefly there routed as it simply cannot pierce this aegis of Krupp steel and German determination. Bit of a flank movement there. Sturmgeschütz need repairs. We still benefit from machine guns on them. Back here, bit of repairs, reinforcement, healing, and all that stuff. Sappers on the way there for Olvadi. Fire and Terror still staying away for both hammer and anvils. Fall to the right and the east side. Segment to the Grenadiers here, being shredded, pack cleared out. Panther falling a bit back here. Again, then a good hit on the mortar emplacement. Another great hit here. Section moving out. British stand is, look a lot more timid, possibly again intimidated by the sheer might of the Sturmgeschütz. And we got here air supremacy operation, launching all hell here on the Aniketos side again. Air Force raiding in there, Panther taking shots, Infantry about taking shots as well. There's just the RAF goes absolutely bananas here on this particular part of the terrain. Pretty much just someone goes, I want this dead. I want it very dead. More bombs here going off. Panther takes some nasty damage, but it does survive. The Monte Cassino treatment there from Fireterror. Section they're being routed by the advancing grenadiers. And we got another assault and hold here from Theodosios as he orders his men to move forwards and slaughter the Tommies. Firefly there, close to 21 fire continues rain down from on high. Stooks holding back. In the east side here, sections routed here by the flat half track. 30 kills. Stooks moving up here for Theodosios. Section right in the east, we got 360 versus 297. Stooks opening up the Churchill tank, pushing it back once more. Fireterror to go for more Fireflies, crumbles, Comet, who knows. Olvadi could theoretically go for another Churchill tank here. But again, how far they'll get against 4 Stooks is going to be a bit of a tough question to ask. Answer, not ask. It's easy to ask, it's a bit tough to answer. But anyways, Churchill being held back to the Stook and the pack. Again, moving up as well for the Aniketos. Flank still not seeing a lot of action. Morton playing the hammer, we got 14 kills on it. Grenade forcing out the Tommies, the Inselaffen. Great on the Stook here by the 6-pounder gun. Orpus on the way there for Aniketos. From the east side. To the far there. Oh, pack cleared out. Olvadi strikes back, seeking vengeance for all the Englishmen who have died at the face of these, on the hands of these Germans. That one's for Lawrence. He's not dead yet. Bang. Well, now he is. Panther there, halfway to it into one. Like him taking a few hits here. Getting good few hits on the Churchill tank. Left side seeing no real action. East side there, limited action as well there. British overall seem to have lost initiative. And overall, I think also lost just the idea of how to land this. Again, I suspect part of it's just, again, the sheer intimidating firepower of 4 Stooks is just locking them down. I mean, who wouldn't be? 4 Stooks. Hot damn. Panther on the fire from the Firefly. 1 kill. Oh, not 1 kill, actually 1 level of veterancy, but 0 kills. Got that a bit messed up. Firefly number 2 on the way, almost on for Fireterror. The Swords can ring down the centre. Again, the flanks are just not seeing a lot of action. But I feel like a good flank or 2 could actually a lot there versus the Germans. And what is this? A 5th Stook! It is a 5th Stook, ladies and gentlemen. I think that might be the first in the channel. 5 Stooks! Holy smokes! 5 Stooks. Episode of the month, of the year, of the decade. Pack landing good here in the Churchill tank. And oh dear, it's gonna happen, I think. Is it a Stook charge? Is it a Stook Blitzkrieg? Is it a Stookkrieg? Or Blitzstook? I don't know what you want to call it, but it could be that. We got assault and hold. If only there was one version as well for the Stooks. If only there was assault and hold for Stooks. Make it happen, Relic. Make it happen. I demand it. Assault and hold, but for Stooks. You can call it Stook and hold. You can take that one for free. Bit of hits there. Come on, push forwards, Theodosios. Do it. Shout Deutschland and go for it. There we go. Yes. May not be able to hear, but we can imagine Theodosios just shouting Deutschland as he charges ahead here with the Stooks. Going straight for the Firefly. The Firefly shadowed by this impressive formation of German armour. Churchill tank here being hammered by the might of the Sturmgeschütz. Artillery raining down, but it is pointless. There is no use in stopping the Blitzstook. And the Stook Blitzkrieg. Yahweh, you make up the name yourself. 2 Stooks down, but there's still 3 to go. And there's many more in reserve. Churchill tank down. Sextons are helpless against the might of the Stook as well. There is nothing they can do now. We've also got a Panther racing about here. Other Stook falling back. Still feel like he'd benefit from machine guns on the Stooks. Till rain down there. Almost got one more Stook. Sexton down though. Olvadi's got nothing left. There we go. For the fatherland. That's the spirit, Theodosios. That's the spirit. That's the true way to victory. Hopes on that close being wiped out. I mean, this is Knight's Cross material right there for Theodosios. Knight's Cross with oak leaves, diamonds, and swords. You got GG, Theodosios going for more Stooks. Really though, again. You should add some pin-up machines to the Stooks. That would really have helped him. That would really have helped him. That's just my opinion anyways. Anyways, that is, I think, GG here. The British found themselves shattered by the might of the Stoog. MVP, Stoog. Third Stoog on the way there. Almost done. Finish the section. And those Stoog ready there for Theodosios. For the fallen there for Aniketos. Stoog charging in there. Oh, DM1 Stoog knocked out my anti-tank grenade. Almost got the sappers. There we go. That's it. GG. Game over. A loss for the British Army, a victory for Deutschland, a victory for the Stoog. Yes. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on the channel, family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Team. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to all the Patreon supporters, without which this episode wouldn't have been possible either. And you too can donate or pledge on Patreon. Links in the video description. This is Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.